In the meantime, I would love to know how many of you are completely new to our webinars, have joined for the very first time, and welcome in, very warm welcome. Please use the chat window to just say me if you are here, someone attending our webinars for the very, very first time. Yeah, and from which city are you? So wonderful to have you here. Today we are going to be talking about Goddess Mahakali, one of the very fierce, intense, and important topics, right? And those of you who'd like to keep a pen and paper with you, do that. And those of you who'd like to simply keep a glass of water with you so that you can sip in while we go through very intense details, do that, right? So I'm going to be telling you how you can benefit from today's webinar the most. Our minds work like parachutes. You have to keep them open. Only then they will work. So today's webinar, keep your minds very, very open to learn new things, to look at new things, to have a perspective towards Goddess Mahakali in a completely new way. Yeah, she's someone who's everything. She's someone who's a creatress. However, there are sides to her. In my opinion, she's one of the most misunderstood goddesses, and today we are going to be discussing aspects of her. Today's webinar is going to be in English. However, we might have the next webinar in a mix of English and Hindi. So everyone, let's begin. So to get the most out of today's webinar, keep it interactive. I'm here to give you all, and I'm here to deliver my 100%. If you have questions, if you have anything, make sure that you flood our chat window here, and I'll be more than happy to answer that for you. We will have a time to do our question and answer. Second, there will be a time when I will be asking you questions. Make sure that you participate and get the most out of today's session, because I'm going to be giving away few things that you can start using right from today and begin to work on your healing. Your healing journey begins tonight if you understand this correctly. And after all the learnings that you've taken today, can you imagine how much time you will have to invest every day? Just 3 minutes. Today, I'm going to give away a couple of remedies, methods to be working with Goddess Mahakali, getting very beautiful results with just investment of every day 3 minutes. Sounds cool? All of you who are excited, just say me in the chat window, and we are going to be beginning with our webinar. So those of you who are completely new, do I please have your permission to introduce myself before I move forward? Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Namaste. My name is Siddhisha. I'm a spiritual energy activation coach, a divination expert, a TEDx speaker, and in last 5 year times, I've helped more than 11,000 people with my readings, healings, and workshops. In my workshops, I teach about goddesses, angels, dragons, and so many other divine aspects that come into our life to bring in transformation. Recently, I've delivered some of the runes and dice divination workshop, and they have shown miraculous recoveries in people's lives. So that is the kind of work that I do, something that gives very instant benefits and very lasting benefits. I work with goddesses, angels, and dragons. So why today's webinar? This is one of the most important energies to have by our side. And I would want you to know why and how right now. Next 10 to 15 minutes, Just have your undivided attention with me. I promise you that will change your perspective. Because this that I'm going to present, although it is metaphorical, all of us have gone through that. It is a journey. We all are souls. Do we all agree that we move from one life to the other life to the other life, planning so many things and doing so much? And we are in a rut of doing different cycles over and over and over. Healing us is not only about healing us in the moment. Healing us is about making this very, very lasting, about making this very, very, very productive. So if you are with me, agree with this, just say me in the chat window here and listen to what I have to share with you. One of the most important aspects that all of us have been going through. I'm going to be sharing one of my PPTs that just has currently images to support the kind of work that I want to share, the story that I want to share. While knowing and reading the story and listening to the story, whenever you resonate, just send me a thumbs up sign or send me a heart so I understand and know that you're resonating with what I'm saying. All right. And that will support the work that I'm here to do for you. Sounds good? Right. All that we are is a mind, body, and soul. We are packaged that way: mind, body, and soul. But there's something very important happens. Every night when we go off to sleep, our, a part of our soul awakens. To do what? To give us guidance, to align us with what? Our soul purpose. To tell us, hey, you need to do this, you don't need to do this. Hey, please disconnect from this, start connecting with this or that, etc. So every evening or night, or most of the times when we are sleeping, our soul wakes up to constantly align us. And this is going to happen till the time we are in this physical self. Do we agree? Yes. But there comes a time when the soul needs to depart. And this is the story of what happens with the soul when it departs. So, one such person, or one such soul, when departed from a body, you know what happens next? In the last 7 to 9 minutes of when it is actually collecting itself and working towards going out of the body, what is really happening there? The soul actually is in space, and a large screen comes in front of the soul, playing all so many different moments that happened in this life: good, happy, important, sad. All of them begin playing one after the other. Now, this is collection of all that happened. So what the soul is looking at is the review of life. All the way from the time when soul was born till this last breath that the soul is taking. So once this entire picture is shown to the soul, then soul's spirit guides, guardian spirits appear, and the soul begins talking with the universe. You know, at this point in time, what really is discussed? At this point in time, after the soul has seen that review, the higher power asks the soul that you were to take so many lessons and learnings in your life, you've taken only so many. So let's say your 2 lessons are pending. You did good things. You did 5 good things. You'll be rewarded. But you made 3 mistakes. That means you have 2 lessons that are pending and 3 more mistakes now to learn from. That means you have 5 more things to learn from. You tell me, in how many lifetimes will you be learning this? This is always the soul's decision. The soul is given the choice to either learn 5 lessons in 5 lifetimes, or 10 lifetimes, or 15 lifetimes, or just 1 lifetime. There are souls, there are very, very brave souls who say that I don't want to waste time in the cycle of life. Give me all the lessons in one go. Give me all the problems in one go. So, what really happens is a collection of all the problems is created. What kind of problems? This has problems of health, relationship, anything. It's a unique mix as per the soul's mistakes. It's created, and the soul decides that I'm going to be taking 3 lessons in this life: health, relationship, and money. So, at this point in time, the soul's guides are present over there, not taking decision. But if the soul has any kind of question, can answer them for the soul. Up till here, are we following everything? The soul's journey. Now, what happens now is actually one of the most important aspects of the soul's journey that is going to be beginning now. Up till now, the soul has made only important decisions as to so many lives, so many lessons, so many learnings. Once that is decided, the soul is sent in a portal. Where exactly? In a room full of so many souls. Now, the soul will have to go to every other soul to make contracts. What kind of contracts are made over here? I'm I'm needing a relationship lesson in my life. Will you come into my life and cheat me? The other soul will say, get lost. Just to teach you a lesson, I will have to go through the rut myself. And maybe that will incur more lessons in my life. I don't want to do that for you. Get lost. So a contract is not made. The soul goes to another soul and asks for the same. The soul says that, okay, maybe I will not give you the problem, but I can do this for you. I can do that for you. Okay, that is also required. I can come and give you a solution when you're going through your problem, and this is required. So the soul says, okay, let us make a contract. So come in like my sister and give this solution to me, give this remedy to me. One contract is made. Then goes to another soul who agrees to give a money lesson. Why? Because the soul himself needs to be taking a money lesson and go through something. So likewise, they mix and match as to, hey, I need to take this learning, you need to take this learning, let us bring it on together. And an entire review of what the life is going to be is actually getting created in this room. At the age of 15, this soul will have health issue. At the age of 20, this soul will fall in love for the first time. At the age of 20, I'm just giving you an example. At the age of 35, the soul will have money challenges. At the age of 40, the soul will have. Do you know what's happening here? So many contracts along with her timeline. Along with her timeline is decided that at a certain age of the soul's life, this will happen. At a certain time of soul's life, someone will move out. At a certain something of the person's time, something else will happen. And what really happens when the soul actually takes birth? Something very fundamental that happens with all of us when we take birth. Can you all tell me? If you remember, if you can figure it out in your mind, can you all tell me what really happens? after the contracts are made when we take a birth. I'll tell you. The first thing that happens is that the soul forgets. The soul has made so many contracts and has to go through this rut, has to go through this problem. The only thing that the soul can remember or can work upon is knowing the fact that we all are here to learn and not mess this up anymore. We are here to learn. So, first thing. Second, very fundamental thing that happens is that in this life, till the time the soul is alive, is trapped in the cycle of time. Do you agree? If you agree, just say me in the chat window. We are trapped in the cycle of time. This particular day, this particular hour, this particular something, this is going to happen. Your Kundali is showing that this particular planetary position is going to stay for such a long time. And that's why you'll have this. But understand why this soul took birth in this country, in this kal, in this era, under this particular circumstance or star or sign. It is all decided. You may not take time as trap. Yeah. But that mechanism does not change for you. When it will strike a certain time, certain day, it is going to happen. Whatever your soul has decided to invite as a lesson. Do we agree? So it may or may not be a trap, or we might not feel trapped, but that is inevitable. Right? Now, there comes a time when a lot of lessons are triggered in the soul's life. There might be closed doors. There might be problems popping up in one go. There might be so many other things just happening in one go. Why? Because so many clocks are ticking around the soul to bring forward one lesson. But what really can give this soul a relief? What really can bring this soul out of that cycle of karma, that cycle over time? So if you look around and see what kind of powers we have around us and help us, what all do we see? Do we see elemental energies? Very powerful. Yeah. Very powerful elemental energies. Earth, water, fire. We see nature. Can they help us? Of course, they help us clear out so many aspects of ours. They support us in our journey. But can they help us overcome the karmic cycles? May not. We expand even further our vision. And what do we look at? The magnetic forces around us and our planet. Now, the magnetic forces are which? Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, Moon, all these are themselves very powerful magnetic forces that also influence us. Yes. So we also try and correct our synchronicity with them. Yes. But can they correct every aspect for us? No. While they induce a lot of learnings for us, they support us through our learning, may or may not help us through our karmic cycle. Then who can come in to this space and help us not only clear out our karmic cycle, help us detach from all the unnecessary, clear out pathways and doorways, and bring immense amount of clarity in our life. What else can bring in the power for us to sustain through this, learn our lessons, and come out of it faster? If you look at them, it's a single entity divided in three: the Trinity, the goddesses. One who's a creator, a knowledge giver, one who helps us sustain, the prosperity giver, and one who's called Shakti, the power form herself. Now, this power form I'm going to be talking about today, because this power form is not just one small power form. She's a warrior goddess who is in so many different avatars. Sometimes plays form of a compassionate mom, sometimes a beautiful divine wife, sometimes a warrior goddess, sometimes just a powerful entity, a goddess, and a mix of all. She gives us food, she gives us so many of them. And one of the aspects of hers which overpowers the time, which can intervene the karmic circle, which can help learn our lessons faster, move out of our karmic cycles faster, and benefit out of this rut of cycles faster, is the form called Mahakali. The name itself explains that Maha means someone who's bigger than Kala. Kala means cycle of time, is Mahakali. Male consort is Mahakal. Both of them can help us work beyond the cycle of time and space. Mahakal, we must have heard about Mahakal in Ujjain. Yes, Mahakaleshwar. That is the male counterpart. However, the feminine energy here, the divine goddess who intervenes, is Mahakali. I would like to draw your attention to something that is written in Hindu scriptures. That's something that other gods and goddesses cannot do in months together. Mahakali can do it in minutes. That kind of speed she has. I would like you to participate with me now and look at all different beautiful aspect of this fierce goddess and try and understand her energy in the most beautiful manner that how we can look at it, right? So you would have seen that most of her pictures are very, very fierce. But what do they represent? Can you have a look at this picture and tell me the aspect that you observe in this picture very intently, very clearly? What do you see in the picture? What do we see here? She can overcome evil. Okay. What more? Anger. Okay. Skulls. All right. What more? She's with Shiva. What more? She's conquering the masculine. How many of you know the story when she stepped upon Shivji? I will just hold this for a minute and just would like to check how many of you know of this story. Would you want to know about this story in brief? Why is she standing on Shivji? Right? Very briefly, very quickly. Mahakali, she emerged out of Goddess Parvati, right? Now, in certain stories, when Parvati ji heard about demon creating ruckus, screams with anger and Mahakali jumps out of her mouth. And in certain stories, she just creases her eyebrows with anger and Mahakali jumps out of there and runs directly to the battlefield to fight against the demons or demon. Now, one such time, she was fighting against a demon for days and nights together. She overpowered the demon, defeated the demon, but got into the frenzy of this fight, of this battle. Walks on earth, liberating anyone who comes in front of her. Animal, bird, tree, whatever comes in front of her, liberated. Right there. So Devas panicked. Like, what will happen to earth? And who can stop Mahakali? So they went to Shivji saying that you need to please intervene. So Shivji at that point in time smilingly says that even I don't have the power to stop her. I don't have the power to stop her, but let me see what I can do. So what he did, wherever Mahakali's path was, wherever she was walking, he went and lied down. He went and lied down in surrender. Now Mahakali, when came rushing that side, puts a leg on him, steps on him, rather, and instantly realized that she made a mistake stepping on her own husband. Now that is the time, when we make a mistake, we kind of stick our tongue out saying, my God. Yeah. But she sticks her tongue out, she stops. That's why we see in Mahakali pictures her tongue sticking out. It's very beautiful, many, many mixed emotions. But also knowing the fact that the most powerful Deva or entity in the universe is said to be Shiva. Even he had to surrender and lie down in front of her to stop her. That kind of power we are talking about. And that's why in the pictures where we see her tongue sticking out, we will see her 1 foot stepping on Lord Shiva. Now let us look at all other aspects we see in the picture. Do we see that always her hair is open and flowing? Do we always see her with open hair, long, flowing? That explains her fearlessness. She's fearless. You can ask anything from her, and she's ready to go for her disciples, to go for her children, and get it. Yeah. You will also see her wearing the garland of skulls and arms, the skirt of severed arms. What does that represent? If any negativity in your life, any kind of skulls or heads coming in, arms coming in the way of your life, she's going to cut chop them and keep them with her, including our own egos. She's the destroyer of ego cells, shadow cells, negativity, negative ties. Anything that is not in highest good of our life, she will detach it very, very quickly. In one of her hands, you will also see the head of demon. And she had used a lot of creativity to bring an end to Rakta Beej. We see her holding the head of Rakta Beej with a skull cup below. Sometimes we see her with 10 hands because she gets help from all 10 directions. Sometimes we see her with 4 arms, representing help coming in from all 4 directions. Always in dark colored skin and blessing. With fierce power, she comes forward. So, what are the benefits? I have just noted down a couple of benefits, but what are the kind of benefits of working with Goddess Mahakali? You will detach from all the unnecessary, any kind of drama playing in your life, and you don't want to participate, whether it is emotional, whether it is anything else, or a cord that is, or a connection, not really serving the best for you, or pulling you down. All the cords and connections that are constantly sucking from you, cut down. Second is those of us or you who feel powerless in certain things. You need to power up your potential, not only to feel powerful, but it is time to upgrade. It is time to upgrade spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, in any other aspect. You want to be powering up. People who feel stuck from all the sides, and you want to be opening up doorways, like some kind of help come in and tell you that this is the door for you. I'm opening that. Please walk through that. That is the kind of work that she does. Any kind of cycles repeating in your life. What kind of cycles am I talking about? Constantly attracting bossy bosses, constantly having certain kind of relationships and attracting them in life, constantly having to go through some kind of money story, just repeating in life over and over. And you don't know how and why this repeat cycle is just not getting over. What is it that I need to know and learn and heal and move out of this? Helps with that. Shadow selves, those of you who do not have mastery over your anger, greed, any other emotion that you would want to master. The first mastery that we can always look for is within us, our own self. And that is the first step to mastering the world. Now, apart from this, people who are suffering evil eye, black magic, stuck with some kind of hooks, anchors, portals, entities, or even implants, spiritual implants troubling them. Those of you who feel stuck with some kind of past life problems, phobias, or anything that you've got here, need to be healing them. Now, you would have observed that in this, I've not really talked about relationship, money, this, that. That is very easy. That is very easy to work with. Can I give you some stories, some case studies of my students who I've taught this to? Around 500 students have already learned this. And some of these stories have directly come from them. I'm not going to be naming them. And I want you to know that they have made immense difference in their lives. And when I'm talking about them, I'm not talking about just one student. I'm talking about a collection of students. In certain cases, if I'm talking about one student, I'll tell you a collection of students have observed that when their money energy was stuck, there was no doorway, they were not earning anything for days and months together. In their just 21 days healing practice time, they not only opened up the doorways, pathways, they also received more opportunities. They also received uh, pathways opening up, money coming in, but they multiplied. Some of them multiplied, received completely new opportunities, did two things together and multiplied their revenues. Some people who were going through the phase of grieving because of breakups, because of loss of a person in their life, they found very deep level of comfort. People who were not able to know the truth, seek the answers, found it. Yeah. They've also found truth where they were stuck. Answers came to them right on their face after they prayed for the answers. People who wanted to be cutting ties with certain kind of relationships, or at least improvise them, whatever's the best for this relationship happens. Miraculously, they've seen recoveries happening in their relationship. And if they had to let go of them, that started happening, the process. But they found a lot of comfort in their relationships, and a lot of them have repaired beautifully well. Now they're able to enjoy their partnerships, their togetherness, like they've not enjoyed in last 10 years' time. One of the very beautiful examples that I always give in my webinars or classes is that one such cases, this lady felt that there is a lot of dark energy surrounding so much that there was no happiness in the home. People could never sit together. It had been ages she had heard anyone laugh in the home. So, to change the energy of home, she got a few plants, started placing them. The plants started drying up. The energy was so dark. So she was working with Goddess Mahakali and Dragon's energy, both of them together. In her 21 days' time, from those dried, dead plants, new life started springing out. Not only that, she could witness and observe people sitting together and eating and laughing in her home. Happiness returned. Darkness moved out. Isn't that really beautiful working with this goddess, isn't it? Yeah. So, how do you begin your work with her? How do you begin your journey with her? Are you all excited to know? I'm going to be moving towards the aspect of what can you do in your everyday aspect to bring in that energy, to bring in that vibration, right? But before that, I want to ask you, how many of you believe that Goddess Mahakali's energies are extremely powerful for us to handle? Extremely powerful. If you really feel it that way, show me a thumbs up sign in the chat window. Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to be going very slow. We're going to be doing this work very, very, very slow. Why? Because we need to prepare ourselves to receive that energy inside of us. Do we agree? Our bio vibration needs to be very powerful to retain and handle the kind of energy that will pour down. Do we agree? So, I'm going to be giving you something extremely simple to start with, and needs to just 1 minute of investment in first couple of days, and then couple of more minutes of investment, up to 3 minutes in following days. You will slowly build your connection with that. It is going to be a mantra and meditation and an entire method of how we do it. So from here on, listen to me very carefully. Show me your support by being present on screen and note down. Note down what I'm going to be telling you. The very first mantra that I'm going to be giving you is a Ekakshari Beej mantra. That means one word Beej mantra, but this is Goddess Durga's mantra. Why am I giving you Goddess Durga's mantra? Because this will build your energy and level you up to then receive Goddess Mahakali's energy, right? And what are the benefits of this mantra? Let me just share this mantra for you on screen. This mantra is called Doom. This empowers your lower chakras, awakens Kundalini, and those, my beautiful friends, who are working towards enhancing your beauty, not just external, internal, external, both. This is going to help you. Now I'm going to help you understand in a step-by-step process as to how you're going to be chanting this, how you're going to be healing this, how you're going to be setting your intentions. You need to do this in the morning timing, after you've had your shower, after you've freshened up, all of that is done. Please avoid this during your menstrual cycles and start by chanting it only for 1 minute. I'll also show you how to chant it. No need to count how many chants, no need to sit with a rosary, but all of you, will you try this out with me right now? Yes, I see a lot of thumbs up signs. Thank you so much. Sit up straight. Sit up straight, and I want you to understand that before you begin any chant, you need to be taking a couple of deep breaths to center yourself. So I want you to simply close your eyes and center yourselves. Bring harmony within yourself. Now, as the next step, you're going to take a deep breath in and listen to me. How am I chanting it? You will chant it in your mind or like a whisper, a small whisper that only your body can hear. Deep breath and dum, 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 dum. Please go on chanting like that. Make a note of which part of your body feeling activated when you're chanting. Take your time, a deep, deep breath, and slowly relax your chanting. Pause it. Open your eyes. Rub your palms, warm your eyes. And let me know which one part of your body you felt this in. One part where you felt this very, very powerful. Sacral, yes. Who else? Stomach, crown, mind. Okay. Tailbone, yes. Yes. Largely, you will see that when you're chanting this mantra, a lot of things will happen around your navel or below your navel. All the way from your navel to your root, things will start clearing out. So, Those women who also want to be working on PCOD, PCOS, and other aspects connected with reproductive system can use this mantra. Those of you who wish to power yourselves up, your own potential, can use this mantra. You need to chant it in a way that you feel the doom is playing like a dong in your navel. And you might feel yourself, like I'm seeing the comment here, that you might feel or see yourself burping or yawning or needing to move. These are all energy shifts. And that's very normal for something like this to happen. So don't worry about it. Make sure to finish your 1 minute chant. 1 minute is very easy, right? Absolutely. Yeah. You don't need to count. You don't need to pay attention. Now, what can you do? Before you begin with the chant, when you're taking your deep breaths, you can set an intention. I want to power myself up, or I want to up my confidence, or I want to simply enhance my internal and external beauty. And go on chanting this for a while. A minute to begin with time, slowly add more seconds to it and move to chanting this for up till 3 minutes. Now, can I add couple of more aspects? Is this easy for you to remember? Yes. Can I add one more aspect to this? Yeah, to power this up even more. And you're going to try it right after I share it with you. Okay, look at my hand. I'm keeping the thumb between first finger and second finger. So open all your fingers. Fold your thumb to reach between first and second finger and close it. Place it on your lap. This is a mudra, which is called Durga Mudra. Time when you feel low, or anyone who's depressed, anyone who's feeling anxious, this is not happening, that is not happening in life. I don't know what will happen with my future. Those moments, please fold this mudra and start chanting Doom. I'm showing this to you once again. Spread your fingers, fold your thumb between first and second finger, and close and place it on your lap. Fold this mudra right now and start chanting Doom. In a way, it is playing like a dong in your navel. This time, do it with full intention of powering up. Take a deep, deep breath. Straighten up your back, your neck. Close your eyes. Fold your mudra and Doom, 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 Doom. Go on chanting. Slowly relax your chant. Take in a deep, deep breath. Rub your palms, warm your eyes. Tell me how you felt. Did you feel more energy rushing through you? Yes. I can see heads nodding, and I'm very thankful to you for being here and experiencing this. Goosebumps. Wow. Yeah, happens with me every time I sit and chant something for Mahakali. Starts with goosebumps. Yes. Third eye sensing energy and crown chakra opening up. Yes. Sometimes you'll also experience that your heart is opening up. Either give more love or receive more love, and that is absolutely beautiful. This is the gentler energy, my friends. This is the gentler energy of Goddess Durga's, which is filled with love, which is filled with beauty, which is filled with power, all of it together. And I've got one more very, very powerful mantra for you. Okay. I would love to share it. That is Goddess Mahakali's mantra. The way we did breathing, we did a mudra, and we did a mantra here. We're going to be doing the same way there. But before I do that and share it with you, and the whole process of how you can work with to manifest more in your life, to multiply your power, awaken your spiritual energies. Do I have your permission to actually share something that I've got for you as a bonus? And then move into that, because today I've worked out something very beautiful, and that is going to last only for 15 minutes. So I'm going to share that first and then take you to the mantra. Sounds great? All right. Very quickly, I'm going to be sharing a slide that I've worked out. I've designed a Mahakali healing workshop, and I've got a very special offer worked out for you. I'm going to be sharing that. Okay, what you experienced today was a mix of mantra, meditation, and intention setting. But what you're going to be doing in the workshop is so much more. Firstly, this workshop is for people who are struggling with evil eye, black magic, you're stagnant in life, you want to be making a difference, you're going through breakups, grief, loss, or you simply want to reinvent yourself in life. This workshop is for you. Whether you want to heal your relationship, up your feminine energy, cut down negative cords, this is going to help you immensely well. In this, I will teach you how to cut out toxic relationships, how to create very, very powerful protective shields, clear out negative spaces, and invite positivity and abundance. We are going to be learning very simple technique of healing with Goddess Mahakali. You will be able to heal yourself in all different aspects of relationship, money, health, and you will be able to heal others as well. Symbols, mantra, yantra. We're going to be using that one, very easy and quick to do symbol. You will be receiving very powerful attunement to flow these energies in. Now, if I was to ask you that there is a workshop that helps you get freedom from the darkest areas of your life, that helps you come out of the drama that's happening in your life, how much are you willing to pay for a workshop like that? In your mind, just think about that. How much are you willing to give out as a price to simply end that pain point in your life? Work that out for you. Would you like to share that with me, that price? Right? Now, I'm going to take you through one aspect, which is usually the workshop that I'm giving out is charged at rupees 11,111 or $146 to receive all the relief. But you know what? The relief you have today is that you are not going to be paying that. On top of that, you're going to be receiving bonuses. What kind? One ebook on the sacred path to Mahakali, which will have meditations, rituals, magical practices. The book worth rupees 555 will be given out to you. You will have access to the replay recordings of the workshop for next 3 months. You will have free revision of this workshop. Every time this workshop repeats, we will keep sending you invites, asking you to come, join us, repeat, make your lives better. And you will have ongoing WhatsApp support on and on. The bonuses that you receive with this workshop are priced at 11,455. You're not going to be paying that either. So think about the price where the total value is 22,566 and $296. And that can change your life immensely coming forward. What are you willing to pay? Rupees 5,500 sounds neat. Yeah, that is also not the price you're going to be paying today. If you think that I can make a difference in your life, Goddess Mahakali's healing energy can make a difference in your life, we are giving this workshop to you at only rupees 3,600 if you grab this offer in next 15 minutes. This is a flash offer. We are giving it to you. The workshop will go back to the price of 5,500 after 15 minutes. So those of you who would want to take this leap, we've started the timer here, who would want to take this leap, make a difference in your life, grab this offer right now. Now, if you would want to know when is this happening, it's happening on 22nd of March, 8 to 11. We will be investing at least 3 to 4 hours in this workshop. Understand different aspects of Mahakali, learn healing, learn very beautiful yantra practice that is going to make a great difference in your life. Learn mantra and how we can inculcate that in our healing practice, and all the good things that I told you about, the differences people made simply with the process of healing. Your journey, Goddess Mahakali, has just begun today with today's webinar. Make sure to expand it. Let her intervene in your life and begin making a great difference. The links to join the workshop are shared in the chat window here. Have we shared it? I'm just checking with my team. And in the WhatsApp group where you are. Yes, so your investment is going to be 1 day, 3 hours. But please understand that we will ask you to repeat. Okay? That is just for your benefit. It's like opening a book for the second time and reading through. And then you realize that, oh, this aspect of mine, I completely missed out. And I'm going to be making the greatest benefit out of it, right? So please repeat the workshops. We will always inspire you, motivate you to go on making a difference in your life, right? If anyone has any questions, can ask me now. Then we will move into the aspect of learning about the next mantra. Muktaji, yes?
सो मैम मुझे एक चीज पूछना है, ये जो महाकाली एम्पावरमेंट एंड ये सेम है या डिफरेंट वर्कशॉप है?
We have 2 to 3 different workshops. This is close to Mahakali Sekim, which does not have any symbols. Empowerment does have a symbol, which is next level. Yeah.
Okay, and then you have a Humkara Halim. It's not this one.
Paravitlim is not a part of this. It is a
Okay.
completely different workshop.
Okay, ma'am.
It is the energy of Goddess Mahakali and Ma Baglamukhi, one of the 10 Mahavidyas. Yeah, so we usually give it as the level 2 of this, not this.
Okay, I will contact with your team, ma'am. I'm interested, but I just want to know because before also I did one Mahakali, so I just contacted. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Binduji. Wait for a second. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. And is it the same that I have done or it's a different one?
I'll have to get it checked and then come back to you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
So I will join then.
All right. The very best. If anyone has any other questions, can shoot them in the chat window or ask here. The links are already shared and 5 minutes are almost going. Okay, don't let this opportunity slip by. And I'm going to use next 5 minutes. If your cart is, can one of our team members help Kapila ji? Her cart is showing 3. You can reduce it to 1. It is very easy to refresh and reduce it to 1.
Kapila ji, can you just drop your number in the chat box? We'll contact you personally.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to be utilizing next 5 minutes in teaching the mantra to you. So please open your book, your pens again.
Siddhi, we have a question in chat box. It's come privately to me. So Neha Arora ji wants to know, with this workshop, can she heal others as well?
Absolutely. After your 21 days practice is over, you can heal others. You need to go through your practice time before you begin healing, and which is going to be your 21 continuous days. Once you've done this, you can also receive your certification and give this service out as a professional healing service. You will receive certification as well.
We have one more question. So I'll just read out the questions from the chat box.
Sure.
Yeah. So Sonika ji wants to know, will she get all the support across these 21 days? So yes, Sonika ji, I would love to answer it on Siddhi's behalf because she's so generous, so generous. She always handholds until we get a hold of this modality. So you'll get all the support, the WhatsApp group and everything.
The WhatsApp support, everything else will extend even beyond 21 days. Imagine I'm asking you to come and repeat with us at no extra cost. I would want my mission is to help you overpower your life's challenges and come out of them. When you would have done that, that would be a success for me. And that's why I'm going to be behind you through the workshop to go ahead and make a difference in your life. That way, I would have walked a step of my own success, right?
And since we have so many questions, Siddhi, I think let's just everybody here to the students who have already started this healing practice and they've learned from you. So can I take this honor to present the testimonials from our students who've already started the healing practice?
For sure, bring it on.
Okay, so here it is. I'll just
Peaceful, ma'am. Actually, I didn't expect this kind of quality. I think because I don't know anything about you, and I have attended several workshops where many times I got disappointed, to be honest. But this one, I have no complaints and peaceful. Everything is peaceful. Everything went smooth. You provided the PDF. You gave everything in the PDF, which is beautiful, and you're also going to give the certification. Wonderful. I mean, this kind of smooth travel was not there earlier with me. And thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Peaceful energies, wonderful. Service to God, which is also highly commendable, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
The screen's gone. I can hear.
I'm sorry, there was some tech error, I think. I would just play one more.
I was taking the attunement, it was like I was floating in water, and it was in a very dark cave. I was floating there, and but it was like there is some guiding force that is with me and taking me, even though it was quite dark. And through my practice, I felt more of energy movement in my throat chakra and my sacral chakra. Rather than the other chakras, it was like mild. It wasn't too intense, but it was quite intense in my sacral and in my throat chakra. Every class is special in its own way. Every
That is
class that take with you has its own different kind of energy and flavor. So let's see where this takes me. I don't know why I was guided into this. I really don't know. And I was just guided that no, this is something that I have to do. So I'm here. And then besides, one of my guardian dragons is Mahakali's dragon. So he kept popping up in between.
Right.
So maybe he pushed me to this. I don't know.
And why not?
It could be. It could be. So, let's see where I am at the end of these 21 days. That'll tell me more.
पहले मैंने आपके साथ मैं अपने आप को काम महसूस करती हूँ। अभी जो आपने एक्सपीरियंस किया, तो फर्स्ट आपने बोला कि क्लेंजिंग के लिए आ रही, तो वो एक मुझे वंश और त्रिशूल का मिक्स लगा, जहाँ से स्टार्ट हुई क्लेंजिंग। उसके बाद मैंने बहुत सारे ड्रैगन्स देखे जो धीरे धीरे आ रहे थे ऊपर से नीचे, और जो भी आप बोले थे क्लीन कर रहे हैं, वो मुझे लग रहा था जैसे वो आके अपने पैदल के साथ वो चीज ले जा रहे हैं, और वो छोटा और स्मॉल 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 होके वो डिसॉल्व हो गया।
Thank you so much. Wow.
और लास्ट में जब आपने बोला 2-3 सांसें दीजिए, तो मुझे मेरे स्टमक में कुछ गर्म महसूस हुआ।
One of the best transmissions that I've taken. I remember.
Thank you, everyone. I think now you know the power of this workshop that Siddhi is conducting. So over to you, Siddhi. I just wanted to share these wonderful testimonials that you have generated. And this is what everybody is practicing and they've seen the changes. So we have just 3 minutes for the special offer that you have announced. Over to you.
And before I move forward, welcoming Anjali ji, Kapila ji, Sonika ji, Sippy ji, who've already taken the workshop. Thank you so very much for putting your faith in me. I will do my best to live more than your expectations and give more than what you've invested. And I'll see you in the workshop. A very, very warm welcome to you. And let us everyone take a deep breath. Those of you who would want to move forward and take this opportunity in just 3 minutes next, it's going to be becoming 5,500. Please go ahead and rush and take that. And those of you who've chosen to take it maybe at a later date, or I honor your choices, listen to me very carefully now. Look at the next mantra that I'm going to give you. You can also note it down. Sorry, it is called cream. This mantra is used for spiritual awakening and manifestations. Whether you wish to manifest more money, more abundance, more something. Now, the same way, you will begin chanting this mantra. Number one, start by taking a couple of deep breaths. Secondly, start chanting. As you breathe in and breathe out, you can either chant it in your mind or whisper it out. Not to do during your menstrual cycles. You'll take a deep breath, and this time, this mantra can be slightly longer, such as Cream. So why don't you guys try it? Sit up straight, close your eyes, palms in. Go on chanting it in your heart, in your mind. Go on chanting cream. Again, chanting cream. Let it flow through and observe which part of your body is it creating great effect on. Which part of the body is it easing up? Once you've made the notice, slowly let go. Relax your mantra chanting. Rub your palms, warm your eyes. And note down the chakra for me that you felt was very active and was filling up with more light. Let me look at what chat messages have I received. Third eye. All right. Yes, you're right. Third eye, crown are two places this mantra is going to be having great effect on. Now, how do you make the most of this mantra? Those of you who are going to be using this mantra for spiritual awakening can use it with Jnana Mudra. First finger and thumb together, and you place it on your lap. Those of you who are going to be using this for manifestation purpose, last two fingers together, place it on your lap, and do it along with this mudra while you set your intention. So right now, close your eyes and set your intention as to what do you want to be doing. Spiritually awakening yourself or setting a manifestation. Once you've cleared your mind, with your eyes closed, please fold a mudra that resonates with your motive. And simply start chanting cream, just like a whisper or in your mind. Slowly relax your chanting. Rub your palms, warm your eyes. Drink some water. Open your eyes. Let me know how did you feel and what did you feel? Centered. That's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. Thank you so much. I would like all of you to know that those of you who would still want to benefit more and more with these, we're going to be learning more of these in our workshop. You can still avail the offer of receiving it at rupees 5,500. If your throat chakra is burning, I'm just reading the message. I'm sorry to cut that in between. If your throat chakra is burning, if you're feeling something in your throat, uneasy, please drink a lot of water. The energy of Mahakali is very, very warming. So make sure that whenever you're doing these chants, you have enough water. Otherwise, some kind of irritation in your throat can be felt. So this is also one of the things you must make a note of, right? If you're feeling relaxed and sleepy, you know that this has made or left a very great emotional effect on you. Yeah. I would want to thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because your very presence here, sitting with me all through, means one more step in my mission. Means that you've helped me, empowered me, do this for a lot more people, newer people. And I cannot express how grateful I am. If you think that our webinars, our such talks and remedies can help you, can help your friends, can help your family members, make sure to join our community group and invite them as well. You can ask us further questions in the community group that you are, but we also run a separate community group where we give out full moon healings. We give out weekly remedy hours where we take in your questions and give you very specific remedy for your problem in your life. We try and handhold and nurture you in whichever way we can, because you help us walk our mission. You empower us with your actions. We in turn are inspired to do more and more. So thank you so much for being here. Make the most of today's knowledge and start changing your life. Use our connection to let us know what kind of changes you're experiencing in your life as you're doing these. What you got today might sound very simple, but let me tell you, this has a power to create explosion. These mantras are not just another mantras. They explode with powerful energies, right? So make the most of them, value them, cherish them, make the most out of them. And I will see you around. And thank you so very much. I believe I've answered all the questions. Yeah. All right. The link to our community groups are also shared in here. And before you go, just one last favor that I would want from all of you is, can you do me this as a favor? How many of you believe I really left, I'm really leaving you with some kind of contribution here? If you really feel it that way, just show me some thumbs up signs, some raised hands. Yeah. Can you leave a little note in the chat window here as to how you felt today's webinar was for you? Just a little note that you can leave us with for us to be inspired for rest of the week. Right? Thank you so much. The mudras is different signs. Okay, one is prana mudra, one is jnana mudra. Jnana mudra helps you awaken your spiritual pathways, doorways, and prana mudra gives more life into what you're doing. Okay, so Monisha ji, I'm not going in detail of mudras, but understand them as to which mudra you can use when. Thank you so very much. And a very warm welcome to Donna and Nehaji as well. Both of you, welcome into the workshop. I just saw that you've come in. Very warm welcome. We will do some beautiful, wonderful things together. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. This is just leaving the chat window open for one more minute for those of you who would want to write about your comments. If you have any kind of feedback for us also that you would want to see coming in, that get us this, get us that, I'm more than happy to receive any kind of feedback and work towards that and get all of that towards you in the highest best that we can do in our webinar sessions, in our remedy hour sessions. Thank you. Thank you. So thank you for being here for such a long time. It's very lovely to see your smiling faces and so much of support. Thank you. Thank you. Next time, make sure to invite your family members, friends, get them there, make them do the exercises. They will see a lot more worth. And this is one of the ways to share more happiness, more productivity. Thank you. Thank you. With this, just checking with my team members, anything that is left for us to be announced?
Now we have they can still enroll for the special offer and the 50% discount that you have worked out for them. I've shared the link. It's the same link that they can avail. And we look forward to see many, many, many more people empowered and healed with the Mahakali Healing Workshop.
Thank you so much. With this, taking everyone's leave, God bless all of us with great success, abundance, greater health, greater love, every day of our life, every minute of our life. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.